risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So LSU's offense will get the first swing of the game. When these two teams square off against each other, they know the legacies they carry, and that'll be evident in this one, guys.
Alabama-LSU is one of my favorite games each and every year because this is one of the fastest games you'll see all season. There is so much NFL
series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Matt, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Paulo. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know the conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implication. It reminds me of an old LSU quarterback that I used to play against, Kurt Tyler. He was a guy that could hurt you throwing the ball, but he was also shifty and he could extend plays. We had a great defense in Florida, full of NFL dudes, but he just never let you feel comfortable because of his athleticism and his dynamic ability. This guy has a little bit of that, too.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Fires left. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Looks as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away.
Yeah, two alphas, two guys that play the positions where you have to have such confidence, cornerback, wide receiver. Let's see this throwdown.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Takes the easy throw in the flat, and there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. A lot of thrillers in the history of this series, but last year wasn't one as the tide rolled easily.
It was a beatdown, and it was replayed over and over on the TV.
Fires and picked off. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold it. Open.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. Power football with the run. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this group going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Earn your conference. Be great in your conference. Get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. They just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful back. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes that Alabama offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after.
Oh, he wants it all. Makes the catch on the left. Open runway ahead. Touchdown time. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll throw it on first down. He lets it fly. And And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Quick step and go. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Motion from the offense. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sharp. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
And they dialed up the shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback, maybe they're trying to catch the defense napping by going goal line and running the football. Not a lot of success on that last play. Hey, bud, get back to doing what you do best. Throw the ball.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Wide out in motion. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Delivers the contact. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Jet sweep to the receiver. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Finds the tight end. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Got it set up on the outside.
You know good and well the quarterback wanted to push the ball down the field, wanted to throw for the first down, couldn't do it because the defense had taken it away. He did the right thing, didn't turn it over, dumped it off to his running back. His running back got some positive yards, but guess what? Now it's decision time. It's fourth down.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man in the middle. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find the rhythm. What better way than converting on third down? Awesome job by the quarterback.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Hold it. Open.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. And the Tigers look to keep this drive humming. Unleashes one deep. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes that Alabama offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
On second down, he'll fire. Caught over the middle. It's sharp. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 41 and a fresh set of downs. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Pulls it and fires to the left. Oh, the ball squirts out. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble? And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. And
understanding the guy's already kind of slowing down a little bit, but where do I put my head? I put my head on the football, get my hand on the football. Those guys, those DBs from LSU really understanding that, flying up, making the big play.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Running behind that left side. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And the sophomore just a little too much on that one. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program, inside and
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Slips through the line. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After after throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Like, if you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Shoots it to the left. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Bringing it back. And he has taken over the snap. Touchdown, Bama!
You made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
1st down for this offense. Looking to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes the catch down the right side. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Nebraska went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskers always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Gets it out quickly.
Hold it. Up and.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. A 1st down for the offense. Used the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. Fires a ball. Now it's picked off.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. This offense has a 2nd down play. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down. LSU right back to the line. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles. Throws toward the end zone. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take a little bit of time just to keep that defense honest.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He'll try to take it back. The 20. Touchdown, Alabama! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. Just one moment, go to the ground. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Had it in his hand and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU in 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Gets it out fast. And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. He's looking to throw it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. The sure hands, it's sharp. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll call for the fair catch here. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. What a snag by the defense. Got to room to run. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He wants to throw. Got his man quickly. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half.
Man, great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. They'll immediately call timeout. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the air on 1st down. Getting some heat. They get to him as he throws. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. LSU ready to boot it away and open this 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the offense on 1st down. The receiver on the jet sweep. On the move to the 30. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Alabama quickly back to the line. Off-play action on 1st down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. He'll set up to throw. This one's complete. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than is.
Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
The give to the tailback. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, but that's happening in this game. They're just not getting the push they need.
And the ball is picked off. Looking for more room. Obliterates him, still on the move. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. Touchdown time! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese. You've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up.
By that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Just about any LSU offense will make you hold your breath when they play pitch. Lost one deep down the right side. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception. Opening play of the drive from the 39. From the gun, running back on the move. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment, defense.
Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. The RPO, it's complete. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. He wants to go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Soft spot in the middle. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. LSU quick to the line. Off play action. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast.
Illegal block on the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Pocket starts to collapse. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. This is going all in. Goalpost virtually tapping you on the shoulder. Heels almost in the end zone. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that falls incomplete on fourth down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. First down here for the offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Sharp. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on third and long. Wants to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they'll push that one down a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Virginia Tech is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Pittsburgh. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. Fires to the big fella. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. And boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy on the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. On first down, here comes pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. They'll give it to the back. Smashes through. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? Give to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker cover.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there getting the sack.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown there last. Be able to turn the page and